Hello everyone and welcome to the 6th installment of Mega Man! Mega Man 6. We've stopped betrayals, we've stopped Wily's revenge, we've even stopped kidnapping and framing! Now, there's a tournament being held with 8 of the most powerful robots in the world. Sponsored by a guy named Mr. X. Yes, Mr. X. Who so totally wasn't a bad guy in Streets of Rage. But whatever the case, Mr. X, turns out he's been manipulating Wily the whole time. Look at this picture. Do you believe that shit? I don't. But he no longer needs Wily's help, and now he's going to face Mega Man with the 8 robots he not only took control of, but he's going to sick them on an unsuspecting world. With that said, folks, this is the start of Mega Man 6, the 6th installment and the final installment on the NES. So, while Mega Man hasn't changed as far as his run, jump, slide, and buster for Mega Man 5, things have changed. As a matter of fact, look at the lineup here. We have Wind Man, Flame Man, Tomahawk Man, Centaur Man, Night Man, Yamato Man, Plant Man, and Blizzard Man. So we're going to start off with Wind Man, who's based in China. Now, here's the thing. In case you're wondering, there is a difference in Mega Man 6, because while there is the Buster, the Slide, and of course, the fact that the Buster is powerful, Rush actually got an upgrade. Said upgrade ain't available until you beat Flame Man and Plant Man. And that is the Rush adapters. Meaning you do not have the Rush Jet for this game, or the Rush Coil. But with the Rush adapters, which you'll probably be getting later on in this, well, I'll probably be getting later on in this part, you'll probably be able to traverse the areas a little bit easier instead of going through this. Okay, I'm kind of fucking up here, I know. And yeah, there is a lot of screen flicker. So this will probably force me to have to use the HUD to prevent too much screen flicker, because it's going to slow down my frame rate on this footage, so that should be something I might make note of. Whatever the case, folks, these things right here for now are invincible until Mega Man gets his hands on the power adapter, which will be at the end of this part. So yeah, things are a little bit different as far as Mega Man's concerned, but this is actually one of the easiest games in the series. Despite the fact that Plant Man is the most tedious of the Robot Masters. And trust me, we'll cross that bridge in part 2. Anyway, you're just gonna have to navigate these wind gusts on platforms, and also there's these platforms where you gotta jump and not fall down into the cliff. You gotta keep jumping to rotate those platforms over and over again. That way you will be able to have a clear platform to make it across without falling off. Now, Wind Man stage has some really good music. I actually like it. I like the music here in Mega Man 6. It's really underrated. Everybody always talks about 1, especially 2, and they talk about 3, 5, and 6 are definitely underrated. But, the only thing I gotta say about this is the fact that they didn't change anything about Mega Man per se, just his adapters or Rush in general. Because there are some things that you could actually get with the Rush Jet that you couldn't get because Rush Jet's not available. Now, you gotta be careful, folks. There are gonna be some... Excuse me, sorry. I have hiccups here. there are going to be some sucker punches in this game. Like, for instance, with these wind platforms, you'll end up flying into the spikes if you're not careful, so don't hold your jump for too long. And there's another sucker punch, the stupid pandas. Whatever the case, there's a new thing about Mega Man 6 also. Half of the stages has alternate pathways. This one doesn't. And the next stage, Flame Man does not. But half of the stages in the game do. And if you get to those alternate pathways, you'll end up spelling the word beat, which will unlock beat. And you'll be disappointed to know that beat's been nerfed. Anyway, here is Windman. You just gotta watch out for the fact that he will try to blow his wind to knock, to send you into him and blow his fan blades to hit you. This really isn't a hard fight. I'm just screwing up royally because, well, it is me. And it tends to happen a lot. But don't worry, I do have a couple of more lives left. And to be honest with you, he's weak to the Centaur Flash, which really would have killed him in 3 hits. But I'm going to start with him first since he's the easiest one. And of course, I like his weapon. The weapon in question, it is the Windstorm. The Windstorm, if you shoot it and it hits an enemy, it'll blow them off the screen. Pretty nifty to get rid of all of those pesky enemies that try to swarm you. Now, some enemies it won't blow off the screen, others it will. Mets are one of those enemies you can't do that to. But it is the weakness of Flame Man, and it's really ironic that there's not a water-type robot master in this game, as opposed to the other 5 games, which there were. No, let me rephrase that. Other 4 games, because 3 didn't have a water type either. Now we're in Flame Man stage, and this one's actually a really good theme too. You've heard this before. I was playing this when, during one of the parts of Final Fantasy XII when the audio kicked off, which is why I'm gonna have to redo Final Fantasy XII anyway. But Flame Man has a gimmick where these mechs drop fire into these oil areas, and if you actually land into the fire, it's instant kill. Might as well get this out of the way while you still can. And remember, folks, instant kills stages didn't start until Mega Man 2, because you all remember Quick Man, right? Yeah, that was a pain in the ass, let me assure you. But you still have these enemies that you can shoot in the face, and you can use these enemies as platforms to get across. Practice this, because guess what? You're gonna run into that again, only this time one of those mechs is gonna set the oil lake in fire. And speaking of oil lakes, yeah, Oil Man from Mega Man Powered Up would have nothing but oil lakes, and that would be a common thing in Mega Man Powered Up. So technically, even though Oil Man was cut out from one, he's sort of influenced from this stage. Or rather, this stage was influenced from him. Whatever the case, there is a lot of oil here. And it's not just those mechs that drop fire. Oh no, there's actually more enemies that'll drop fire into the oil to make it insta-kill. And it could be a rather dick move. But one thing's for sure, Mega Man is extremely slippery in this game. I dare say he's probably the most slippery in this game here. And oh god, thank god I got him in the oil, because that guy is one of the guys that will launch fire into the oil, setting it on fire, and more than likely going to kill you. Yeah, just don't forget the E-tank. And be careful, because on these miniature platforms, this guy will set the platform on fire and will sometimes knock you into the oil, and then set the oil on fire. And the moment that happens, well, guess what? You're screwed. At least it's not bad here because there's a lower platform for you to jump on. But, on the other platform I lost, yeah, that would have been a one-hit kill. Whatever the case, folks, we're now here in Fireman stage, where I'm gonna get the Windstorm and I'm gonna terminate it. Alright. Here is, sorry, Flame Man, sorry. I thought it was Fireman. Here's Flame Man. All you have to do is just try to avoid his Flame Blast, and also try to avoid the Flame Pillars that he creates, and just shoot the Wind Storm whenever you can. It pretty much chewed out his health dramatically, so with that said, we're going to end this part with taking not only the Fire Blast, or Flame Blast, sorry, but the Rush Power Adapter. The Flame Blast is very powerful. There's a lot of it, you can shoot it, but if it lands on the ground, it'll cause a Fire Pillar. It doesn't charge, unlike Pharaoh Flash and Atomic Fire. But whatever the case, folks, we're done here, and I will see you guys in the next episode of Mega Man 6, when we take on Blizzard Man and, of course, Plant Man. Plant Man being my least favorite stage. Yay. But it's gonna be better from here. Trust me, the game actually really is easy past Plant Man. Well, see you guys next time.